Alright, so what is poppin', guys and girls? We're back again, man. Like I told y'all, man, I'm gonna be posting every week, man. I'm not playing. I'm posting every single week for y'all, you feel me? So, without further ado, we just gonna get into it. Today, we're gonna have a little story time, you feel me? Like, about basically how the Mustang came about. I'm gonna give y'all like a little bit of motivation. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of just, inspiration, inspiring words. Like, because I didn't get this when, I was building the Mustang. I didn't get like a lot of help when I was building the Mustang. There wasn't really a set, there wasn't a roadmap, man. We just tried everything and seeing what worked and what didn't, you feel me? So I'm gonna just give y'all a little bit of motivation, give y'all a little bit of help, because I know some of y'all right now, y'all bills are down. It's been sitting for 6 months, it's been sitting for a year, it's been sitting for 2 years, it's been sitting for however, you feel me? So I'm just here to help y'all, you feel me, to motivate y'all, because we all need it. At the end of the day, I don't care what nobody says, we all need that little push, we all need that little help, you feel me? So I'm here, we're gonna have a little story time about how the Mustang came about, and just give y'all a little bit of help, you feel me? So without further ado, let's get straight into it, man. So what is up, y'all, man? We back one more time, and today we're gonna have a little motivational like type thing. You feel me? We're gonna have a little speech, how I started the Mustang, just to help everybody, because we all need that motivation. You feel me? If your car, like people's cars, been sitting for 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years, you feel me? Because I was in that same spot. So I just want to give y'all a little motivation today. Show y'all how I started with the Mustang, how it all came about, just started in general with all my builds, honestly. So I'm just gonna tell y'all a little bit of what happened, how I started, and yeah, bro, just vibe, you feel me? So first things first, the Civic was my very first car, man, as y'all know. Or if y'all didn't know, now you do know. Civic was my very first car, man, when I was 15 and a half, turning 16 or something like that. I didn't really know how to drive manual too much, but I vowed that I would learn before I got to my house. I got to my crib. It was raining, super cold. Nobody wanted to go outside with me to learn. So I was driving back and forth in my yard for like however long, just going forward and backwards and forwards and backwards. Cause let's be honest, first gear is the hardest for everybody. You feel me? It's the hardest to get out of. So I went back and forth, and I did that until I got pretty firm with it. You feel me? I drove around the block a few times before, but everybody went inside because it started raining. It was hard. First gear was the hardest. So. And I had stage 3 clutch, and I had like a whole bunch in the Civic at first, so it was the hardest. But I went outside, man. And one thing about me is if I want it, bro, I'm gonna grind and keep going and keep going and keep going. So when everybody went inside, I stayed outside, and I literally just went back and forth and back and forth for I don't know how long, man, until I felt like confident to get back on the road to get in first gear, because that was the hardest. Second gear, third gear, the rest isn't, it's not hard. So I grinded and grinded until I got it. Once I got it, man, it took me like a few days, a little bit ride around, and I was there, you feel me? So we knocked that out, and then I was going to actually, like, I told myself, I was like, man, like, it came super low already. Obviously, it was like super nice and stuff like that, but I wanted to put my own taste and my own style on it. So I was like, all right, now I need coilovers, now I need wheels, now I need tires, now I just need like to redo this to make it my own, you feel me? And back then I was just like, you feel me, I'm still legit, you feel me? I'm still trying to like learn stuff and all that. So it was trial and error for sure, but I don't know, it still came out pretty good as far as how, like, you feel me, as far as the style back then. It was actually pretty decent. Like I was still actually, it was pretty stylish. So it wasn't even bad as far as my first hit, but I did learn so much from, like, the Civic and the specs. The specs are the hardest. Nobody ever want to give up their specs. So the specs were the absolute hardest to come across. And that's why I always tell you guys, like, I tell you guys my wheel specs on the Mustang. I tell you guys suspension specs. Anything you don't know as far as specs, because back then, bro, when I started, nobody give up their wheel specs at all, bro. It was like forbidden. Even now, people are still kind of weird. I already know, like, people are still kind of weird with the wheel specs, but I don't know, man. I give up on myself just because I want us all to look good, bro. You feel me? I just want us all to be happy, us all to look good. But back then, it was hard to get specs. I was on forums trying to find the perfect tire, wheel setup, combo, you feel me? Because you don't want too much of a sidewall. You don't want it to be too low pro because it's like goofy if you don't like drop it low, and like so much. But you still wanted enough, you know, clearance for when you're turning. You know, you're not rubbing and stuff. It's just the whole thing when it comes to the offsets and the spec. You feel me? Especially like when you're getting bigger, you're going into back spaces and all that stuff. You feel me? So it's just a lot of like trial and error, and then I don't know, man. I hit and miss, and then when I got on the Steelies, man, it was like we calculated and did, you know, the backspace plus, I mean, minus 12 or whatever. You feel me? We did the whole thing, and then we calculated. We put on a 195 on the 10. You feel me? And it was like negative 13 all around or something like that. You feel me? And I mean, man, it looked good. It looked great, but we weren't low enough. You feel me? I wasn't low enough, so it was like, damn, like now what? So we literally just kept cutting and twisting and cutting and twisting and cutting and twisting on the coilovers until we finally got low enough. And the backs, even with the camera kits, we took the bolts out of those and cut them a little bit to get them shorter, to put more we did everything on that Civic. You feel me? Like that was the first car. You feel me? That was the first experiment. So once I got that, man, I don't know. I figured like, and that was when I wasn't too big on like, you know, like I had like a decent following, like 700 followers and stuff like that. And I was like, man, like I just need to get this thing out so like some people can, like anybody can see it, because I know I have the style. I just got to get it, you know, somebody just has to see it. You feel me? And then, I don't know, man, I was sending out features. And then one day, Stance Daily just was like, bro, blah, 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 this and that, posted me. And it was just up from there. You feel me? But yeah, man, like it all started same, like literally. I had a few dollars and it was just my dream, bro. And I just made it work. So that's what it was. And then after that, I was like, man, you know, I'm getting tired of the Civic. Like, I want to take this to the next level. I want to do a platform that really nobody's really banging with like that. You feel me? So I thought about a 240. A 240 was like my dream car. Y'all know that. Like a 180. You feel me? The hatch. I want to get crazy with that still to this day. But I'm like, man, that's just, I'm gonna be honest, that's too easy. I know I'll like kill that. It'll be easy for me. Like it's not hard to get low. Super light, you feel me? It would be crazy easy. That and Miata, crazy easy, you feel me? So I'm like, nah, man, you feel me? I'm gonna go with something a little more challenging, a little more different, you feel me? So, a New Edge was always like, that was my favorite Mustang ever, you feel me? Like, a New Edge is like top 3 as far as my Mustangs, you feel me? Like, I love a New Edge. Just the body, it's just sleek, bro. It's just everything about it just looks good, you feel me? So, I'm like, man, you know what? Do you think like I could get? I'm like, bro, do you think you can get a New Edge low as like a tuner, like a 240 or like a Miata or like a Beam or like anything? You feel me? Like, you think you can get a domestic car that low? You feel me? Like American muscle car that low? I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like I don't know, but it would like damn sure be good to try. You feel me? Because if you were to do it, bro, you would change. You feel me? You would change the whole look at things. You feel me? So I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's try to see what we can do, man. Y'all seen the first hit? We bought the Weds first time around. They're 18 by 11 square. I loved them, man. They were a good wheel. You know, like I had a good run with them. They were fun, super fun. It was hard to fit those things though, because you know, if you guys have New Edges, you know the harnesses and stuff and the wells are like the hardest to get around and tuck away and stuff like that. But we did that. We found a way to clear that, but it was just the backspace was so much that it was always hitting and rubbing on something. So I loved them, man, but it was just hard to run those things, man. Even doing everything we did was still hard to run. But honestly, looking back, I didn't have extended, like nothing was extended under it, so it would have been a lot easier if we would have took the steps that we did with the 19s. But again, you know, I was still learning. It was just trial and error. So on those, it was a bit harder. The rear it wasn't sitting how we wanted to. Again, this was all before I got it notched and everything, you feel me? But it just wasn't sitting where it wanted, like where I liked it, where I wanted it to be. So I'm like, man, like what is next? And like I told you guys, like I'm so resilient, bro. Like if I want something, I'm gonna grind until I get it. Like there's nothing that's gonna stop me. And I told Steve, I told everybody, bro. Danny, I said, listen, bro, I don't care what it takes. Like I know it may seem a bit impossible. I know it may seem a bit like far-fetched, but what I see in my mind has to be in rolling form, you feel me? Because that's the greatest thing about cars is they're your expressions, they're your style, it's your mindset in a rolling form. And that's why I like gravitate to cars so much, because it's just like that's me, bro. Like when you see this is like my hand, like this is me and my like creativity and my mindset doing this. It's nobody else, you feel me? So I told him, I'm like, man, whatever it takes, man, we have to get it there. And then like Danny was like, bro, you want it like lip to the fender? And I'm like, yes, like it needs to be to the fender. And then we did it, blah blah, we did this, we did that. And then Danny put his finger there, he's like, bro, it's right there. I'm just like, no. He was like, it's right there, bro. Like it's damn near to the fender. I'm like, bro, it has to be on. Like I want it on the fender, you feel me? Like no close, like it needs to be on the fender. My lip needs to be touching it. So a little more cutting it, all this, like all this crazy stuff. He worked his magic, man, and he got it too. He sent it to me, man, and when I seen it was like my lip was on my fender, bro. It was like I thought it was fake, man. I thought it was like jacked up on some, bro. I just thought it was fake. You feel me? So it was crazy because I had never seen, like I said, I've never seen a new Edge ever like run the same low in the rear on a stick axle that they did in the front. You feel me? And like when I seen it, it was a different feeling, man. So shout out to Danny, man, for all the work. Again, I cannot thank you enough, bro. You're a champion. But yeah, like long story short, man, like I say, like whatever I want to do, one thing about me, whatever it is, even if it seems so far out, even if it seems like I'm crazy, even if it seems like it's just there's no way to do it, bro, I always make it work. You feel me? So that's what I'm gonna tell y'all, man. If y'all are ever like down and just feeling like there's no way like possible to do this, and it's like all the odds are stacked against you and like everything is just not going the way you want to do, just bro, dig a little deeper, bro. Just dig a little deeper and just keep grinding. Because the thing about it is, like, the way I look at it is, the way I always look at stuff is like, I don't grind to be seen. I grind so hard that they have no choice but to see me. You feel me? Like I grind so hard that, like, when I was starting out, bro, on Instagram, and I was like grinding and really like going hard and stuff like that, bro, I was grinding so hard that I would swipe down on my explore page, and I would like see my car on my own explore page and stuff, and I'm like on all these different like pages and stuff, and I'm like, damn, bro, like that's how it should be. You feel me? Like you gotta grind so hard that it's like don't worry about being seen. Like you don't want, like they don't need to see you shooting in the gym. You feel me? But when it's game time, you gotta be out there. So that's how I look at it. Like I just grind so hard on every single thing that like they have no choice but to look at. You feel me? And that's just how you should always look at things. Don't always look at it like you want them to see you or you want to be in the spotlight and this and that. Like, listen, I don't care about the spotlight. I don't care about any of that. But I'm gonna grind until I get to where I be, because I know I'm gonna grind to get to where I want to be, because I know that like once I put that into action, bro, like my mind, I know it's gonna take off. You feel me? So don't worry too much on spotlight, grind to where they gotta see you. Feel me? And that's what I'm gonna tell all y'all. Like if your car's been sitting for a year, the Civic, bro, before I dropped the new motor in there, was sitting for like a year and a half. You feel me? I was getting depressed. Like I was just getting upset, and I told moms, I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna sell it, man. I'm gonna get a couple grand for the shell and just be done. Like I'm not trying to deal with this. I don't want to spend all this for a new motor. And y'all know the motors for the Hondas are expensive, bro. Like it's not like a 4.6. You're not getting like a 4.6. You feel me? Like they're expensive, especially like GSRs, you know, like B series motors. Forget it. So I was like, I'm not trying to spend like thousands on another motor and training and do all this stuff. Like I'm just not trying to do it, because y'all. Oh, if y'all don't know, my car, the Civic, got stolen, bro, and they took everything off of it and just stripped it. And I found it in a field at this old lady's house, man. Like she called and she was like, oh, I thought somebody had gave me a Christmas present. There's a new car here, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, really? Like, you thought that car was your Christmas present? Like, huh? Nah, but yeah, she found it. And the cops called me, bro, and told me, like, listen, man, this here, blah, blah, if you're going to tow it and stuff like that. And I literally towed it home, took my wheels, took my motor, took everything, gutted everything. But I was just so happy to have it back that I'm like, I'm going to come back even harder, bro. Because I had a B16, and then that's when I was like, I'm gonna come back even harder, and I dropped the GSR, full GSR in it, ran, and it was decent. Actually, it was decent there. I loved it. I ran that hard for a while, and then I was like, bro, we're going even harder. So I found a supercharger, was messed up, rebuilt it, Jackson Racing, and it just ate, man. That car right there, bro, I hurt a lot of people's feelings in that little car, bro. But yeah, man, just grind. Like I don't care what it is, like just grind. Like when it seems like there's no more, just grind, because that's what I did. Like I thought there was no more. I thought the Honda was done. Like I thought I wasn't gonna come back from it and all that, bro. But my mind just tells me different. It always tells me just to go a little bit harder. You feel me? So I went a little bit harder, man. I got to the got to where I wanted to be, man, and just made it happen. So, yeah, man, like I said, I just made this video just to like help y'all a little bit. If anybody's going through it, if anybody's like down, if anybody's just, you know, like their car's just out of commission right now, you don't have the funds, if you don't have whatever it is, you feel me? Just like keep grinding, bro. Like don't stop. Like I can't stress that enough. Just don't stop, because y'all see like I'm literally, bro, I'm literally like a walking testimony. Like I don't care what it is, like I never stop. I never stop, bro. Like even when all the odds are against me, I like never stop. Like it's just not in me. It's just not in my DNA, bro. I cannot stop. I cannot give up. If I want something, like I just can't do it. And I feel like it really shows, like I said, it really shows in my cars and stuff, because like I do things that people like haven't really did. They didn't think like could actually be done, and couldn't really, you feel me? Like at first they couldn't really fathom, they couldn't wrap it around their head. Like I seen this kid with a new edge a while ago, bro. I think his name was like Nathan or something, like down south, bro. And it was like a mint color. He had like, he had something, but he had 5.0 swap and all that, man. And it's crazy, bro. I love that thing. Like I was like, dang, bro. And it was super low. Like in the front, it was like dummy. It was dummy low in the front, but in the rear, you feel me, on that stick axle, he still couldn't really get it. He couldn't get it down. You feel me? So I'm like, dang, bro. I want to get my fitment in the rear just as low as it is in the front, bro. Like that is my goal. And I literally, bro, I can go just as low. Honestly, my car is lower in the rear. Like I have to raise up the rear in order for it to actually be kind of even, because if not, it's like there's a lot of squatting, you feel me? So yeah, man, but like I said, it's just from grinding, man. Just always just keep going. Don't stop, man. Like just don't stop. Like this is a marathon, you feel me? Like just go. Like you can't quit. Like I don't want anybody to quit. And that's why I tell y'all all the time, like everything I learn on my car, I give it to y'all, because as less trial and error as I can give to y'all, like, you feel me? It's just, it makes me feel better as a person, because it's like especially if people are easy to get down, if easy like to just stop and be like, all right, bro, I'm gonna throw it away and just stop trying with it. I want to give that to y'all, so y'all don't have to like keep going through those trial and error stages. Y'all can just like get straight to the money, you feel me? Because I don't know, man, like I've been through all the hards and like the rainy days with it, and some days I would work on it for like hours, man. I remember one night I worked on it for like 14 hours, 13 hours, looked at it and was like, damn, this thing still isn't right, bro. Just scratching my head and just turned around and just went, man. Like so many times it's like I'm done with it, bro. I can't take it no more. Like I'm just done. But came back to it, man, and just kept going, you feel me? Like I'll never ever let anything like beat me, you feel me? Like I can't, bro. It's not in me. So yeah, man, I just made this little video to motivate y'all a little bit, man. Tell y'all like where it all came from, like where the grind came from, like why I grind so hard, man. Like all this grind just comes from like, I'm just hungry, bro. Like I'm hungry, and I'm gonna always be hungry. I'm never gonna stop. I never want y'all to stop, man. And that's why I basically built my Mustang, man. I built it to like inspire y'all, man. It's not to, I never built my Mustang intentions to like flashy and like show off and like think I'm better than this person or this and that. Like I never built it for that, man. I've always built it to like inspire the world. Like I want this Mustang to like change people's lives, you feel me? And I get messages all the time about like, bro, like I had anxiety, like this Mustang, I look at it, it gets me through the days, and like those kind of messages, bro, like it really hits me different, because it's like that's all I like, you feel me? That's all I want, is to make like one person, like if this can ease somebody's mind, if this can like make somebody feel a little bit better, if this can do that, you feel me? Like my job is done. So it's like I said, I don't build it. I never built any of my cars to like stunt on anybody or like be flashy. Y'all know that, bro, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be giving y'all like all my secrets, like all the, you know, the recipes and all that, to you feel me, to what I did to get to where I'm at, you feel me? So I don't know, bro. Like I said, it's not in me. Like I want to see everybody happy. I want to see every single person grinding with me, man. Like just to be at the top with me. So there's no need to hold in like my secrets, you feel me? So I don't know. That's just who I am. But yeah, y'all, the next video I'm probably gonna make, like I want to show y'all the rear end, man. Like the whole, what's really going on with the rear end and stuff like that. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, that's it for this video. Like I said, I just want to motivate y'all a little bit. Get y'all right. For anybody that was down, for anybody that was just like, man, my car's sitting, what should I do with it? Just keep going, man. Just keep going. I'm telling you, my car's sitting for a long time. But you just keep going. Once you go enough, like even if you don't know your path, once you just keep going enough, it's gonna happen. You feel me? Like, there's no blueprint to a lot of things, but if you just keep trying, like, it will happen. You feel me? So that's it for me for today, man. Like, I don't know. I love y'all, man. Like I said, just keep grinding, bro. It will happen. If y'all have any questions, any concerns, anything, man. Just anything about your car, anything about Mustang, anything about anything, bro. Just DM me. If you don't DM me, comment. You can leave a comment on here, leave a comment on picture on my Instagram. Like, I'm better answering comments and DMs. I don't really like answer all my DMs like that, but comments I always answer. You feel me? So if you have any questions or concerns, hit me up, man, because I'm always here to help you. You feel me? But that's it for me today, man. I love y'all so much. Again, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video. I'm gonna drop new heat every single week for y'all, man. Every single week, maybe 2 times a week. After a while, who knows? We'll see. But yeah, man, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. I'm gonna keep dropping bangers for y'all. I love y'all, boys and girls. Again.